Did you know that over 900 people attend Sunday church service here at First United Methodist Church? That is over 69,000 people a year. Good morning. How you doing? Good to see you. That's a lot of hands to shake.
Did you know that our church has one of the highest attended Sunday school hours in all of Methodism?
And every Sunday it takes over 80 volunteers to offer 45 different classes.
Did you know that our Sunday TV broadcast has the potential to reach over 240,000 households in Central and South Alabama every week?
And did you know that our Sunday broadcast can be viewed live from any computer in the world with an internet connection?
Did you know that over 300 children and adults participate in our music ministries?
We have 12 choral groups, including 6 children's choirs.
And we put on over 130 performances a year.
That's a lot of singing.
Alpha was a wonderful 12-week course. It's a great way to bring people together and introduce them to Christ, to others, the Bible, and the church. It was a way to meet people, become comfortable with attending services here, and led to our joining the church almost 6 years ago.
Did you know we have terrific Tuesdays here every week at our church?
Bingo! Even though our church offers so much to so many, it still feels like a small family.
Your time.
Your talent.
Your touch. Your treasure.
I think we're all missionaries, and missionaries do any and everything that is necessary to help people who need help in the best way that we can.
Joy for Johnny is a great program that the church offers for families with special needs children, and once a month they will watch the children for 4 hours.
For our family, it's the first program that has worked for respite for us. They do a lot of crafts with them, and my son likes to play in the gym with his volunteer.
We have a devotional, you know, they get to sing worship, and it's a place where they can all come and play, and it's just a really good environment for them all to be in.
They have assigned volunteers to each child, so I know that they're getting that supervision they also need.
I know that there are definitely people that are coming that are not members of the church, and what better way than to love someone's child that you don't know, and what a great ministry that is to show them, you know, that our church wants to reach out to everyone.
The social service ministry has many facets. We probably see anywhere from 400 to 600 families a year. Sometimes they have lost their jobs, or they for some reason have no income and need basic things like food. Also, some people come for advice. They want to know what's the appropriate place to call for a certain kind of guidance, or to help them meet some kind of responsibility that they have.
Did you know that through our clothes bank, over 200,000 garments and household items a year are provided to those in need throughout our community? On average, we receive 50 bags of clothing per week. But after the recent tornadoes that struck northern Alabama, our generous congregation donated 3,000 bags of clothes. Now that's a lot of clothes.
Your time.
Your talent.
Your touch.
Your treasure.
We have families whose house has burned down and absolutely had nowhere to go. We've had people who have lost their jobs. We've had people husbands have just walked out and left them. And they come into the family program, Family Promise program, at the lowest point. They'll come to our church, they'll stay for the week. We'll set up our area down in first floor of Wesley Hall, and try and make that as much of a home for them as we can.
It was not a very pleasant time, and we were just about as low as any person could go. Felt worthless, felt like we'd just been a waste of time. And I was really worried about, you know, well, how was I going to take care of my kids? What was I going to do with my kids? And then we got into Family Promise. And the volunteers, they loved on us and they reaffirmed us. And that's when, you know, for the first time ever, I can really say that I felt God's love touch us. You know, it came in and it made everything okay. You know, we could hold our head up again. We could look people in the eye again.
We're not trying to just provide a place for them to live. It's trying to help them transition on into their own housing, which is what they are all really wanting to do.
Cloverdale School is a mission outreach project right here in our community. In addition to a unique weekly Sunday night church service, The Cloverdale School facility allows First United Methodist Church to provide venues for community events, as well as
Rebuilding Together, United Methodist, Campus Ministries, Young Life, and Impact Alabama.
Emerge also utilizes space here at Cloverdale School where students like me can come to a place to worship together and grow in Christ together.
Did you know our church started and supports the Samaritan Counseling Center, which provides over 8,000 clinical hours a year in mental health services to those in need in the River region?
Your time.
Your talent.
Your touch.
Your treasure.
In times of disaster, people often want to help. Our church organizes volunteer disaster relief efforts, and 100% of contributions flow directly to those in need.
In addition to the projects our Work Area on Missions undertakes in our community and regionally, we provide special resources for projects around the world.
One of our mission outreaches has been with a community in Quito, Ecuador. We were building an education building, and we also did a vacation Bible school.
In so many ways, we feel like on a trip like that, when you return, you feel like you've been missioned to.
The giving of your time is a vital aspect in your faith. Our youth minister had a contact, and he really encouraged us to come down and to experience the people of Peru. We did a lot of mission work. We had one site where we would do construction, another site where we would help disabled children, another site where we helped the elderly.
It's important to understand that it's not a static thing. Our missions are always growing, expanding. New doors are opened every day, and we have to be keenly aware of that and be prepared to answer those calls as they're revealed to us. Whatever you're involved in missions, it is certainly a time when a person's going to feel God's nudging and calling of you as an individual to go and do more.
Everyone can find an opportunity that fits their schedule or fits their skill set and their comfort zone, and they can give back. And I think once you begin doing some mission work, you get hooked on it.
First and foremost, the mission of our church is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. It is certainly biblical that being a disciple of Christ means being a steward of what you have been given to oversee, whether it be your time, your talents, your touch, your treasure, particularly within a flavor of being a disciple of Christ and to further His work in this world, that we're fulfilling our responsibilities as Christians and as servants of God. So I would just say to folks that as they consider not just what they put on that commitment card, but how they spend each and every day of their lives, that is a direct reflection of the depth of the relationship they have with the Lord, and that they can on a daily basis choose to make that richer by how they act as stewards of what they have.
I know that giving more of my time has made a difference.
I know that giving more of my talent has made a difference.
I know that giving more of my touch has made a difference.
I know that giving more of my treasure has made a difference. You have seen some of the things that we're doing together. Imagine how much more we could do. This year, consider giving more of your time, your talent, your touch, and your treasure.